Welcome! I'm Esther Buerki, the author of Living Without Fear and the co-publisher of the Amazon best-selling Inspired Journeys. Get in touch with me if you want to start living without fear or writing your book. And please share this podcast with a friend who you know needs to hear this episode, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you're listening now on a podcast platform, you can do me a great favor by writing a short review or rate it with 5 stars if you enjoyed it. And I cannot believe it. I have already people from 71 countries who have been listening to Living Without Fear. Isn't this amazing? And today I'm so excited to introduce you to Reham. Reham is an Egyptian photographer, marketing entrepreneur, and mother of 2 daughters living in Switzerland. She began her career in the pharmaceutical industry and excelled as a marketeer. Almost 20 years later, she earned a degree from the New York Institute of Photography, opened her studio, and was nominated at the internationally acclaimed Fine Art Photography Award. She works as a certified trainer for portrait photography with Swiss Photo Club, where she is also a member of their award jury. Reham even started a photography club at her daughter's International School Basel. Since last year, she does marketing consultancy for an Egyptian cosmetics business. This year, she hosted her first solo fine art exhibition. Welcome to the show, Reham.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. It's so beautiful to be here.
Thank you for being here, because you are the reason why I started my podcast. I need to say this because 3 years ago, you said, go for it. And I did it. Thank you.
That was our
so
secret.
So, dear Reham, let's start with the first question. What has been your turning moment in your life?
A lot of turning moments in my life, but I would say mainly becoming a mother for the first time. That was my big aha moment, I would say.
And why so? What changed?
I don't know, because so a lot of people don't know this about me, but before I had my daughter, I was told by some doctors that I cannot have children, and she became to my life as a miracle. So for me, that was a big turning point. It made me also believe that miracles can happen.
Oh, so beautiful. And what's the name of your miracle daughter?
Her name is Farida. It's an Arabic name, and it means the unique one.
Oh, yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah.
And then what has been more turning moments in your life?
Moving outside of my country, moving to a different country. We started our journey as expats, me and my husband and my 1 daughter at the time. We moved first to Denmark, and then with the second daughter, we moved to Switzerland, where I met you. Yeah. So we've been living as expats for almost 9 years now. Yeah.
And do you like Switzerland?
Why is this question? Okay. Of course, it's one of the best countries to live in. The level of everything, the services, cleanliness, of course, it's a very beautiful country. Yeah, I like Switzerland. I mean, nowhere will ever feel like home to me, but still it's as close as it can be. So yeah, I like Switzerland.
Do you feel a little bit Swiss already sometimes?
Sometimes when I catch myself saying "Schatzeli," then I feel so Swiss.
This is Swiss term which means honey or something like that. Sweet. Oh, wow. And So you started in the pharmacy industry. What made you come to photography?
Okay, so I started in pharmaceutical. So I graduated from Faculty Pharmacy, Cairo University, and then I started my career in pharmaceuticals. It was a wonderful career, and I was so grateful for it, and it taught me so much. But I don't know. I wanted to break free. I wanted to pursue something that is more creative, more me. I wanted to be my own boss on all aspects, and moving outside of Egypt, moving to Europe, gave me this sense of, okay, I'm free. I can do whatever I want, and it's a fresh start. And I was blessed because I didn't have only one fresh start in my life, but I had so many fresh starts. Whether it's like becoming a mother for the first time, or moving to Denmark, or moving to Switzerland. So finally, when I moved to Denmark, I started to work on my passion. Also because my kid was so small, my daughter was so small, so it wasn't really, like I didn't have anyone to count on to take care of her. So it was mainly me. So I just used my spare time to learn photography more, and I fell in love.
What has inspired you in photography, or how come? How not photography? Why not painting or other artistic arts? Why photography?
Okay, so I was never good with painting, believe me. Really, but it was a hobby of mine for a long time. But what really inspired me was I really wanted to document every moment of my kid's life. And this is how it started. And years later, it's still the same for me. I get inspired mainly. So I shoot different stuff, but I'm mainly a portrait photographer, and this is my favorite subject to photograph is people. Although I moved a little bit away from photographing, for example, like newborns or babies, like when it started, but still it's human beings. It's seeing human beings, get nervous in front of the camera and use all of your communication skills just to make them at ease and take this perfect shot that they will like. It's not important for me that I like the picture. What's most important is they feel themselves in the picture. So
beautifully said. Lovely. Have there been other turning moments?
yeah, my second one. And moving to Switzerland, of course. So moving to Switzerland also, like it's very encouraging here to have your own business, to have your own job, to be your own boss. This is very common here in the culture, and I kind of embraced it. And this is when I turned my hobby into a business. That was my second aha moment in the past maybe 10 years or so. Yeah.
And now, how is your future? What are your dreams? What would you like to accomplish? I mean, you have accomplished so much already with all your awards and being a member of the jury and all this.
Yeah, it's weird because after I turned 40, it started slow. Now, 3 years later, it started to settle in. I want to actually to slow down without slowing down. So I want to slow down on the inside while keeping moving on the outside. And I feel more comfortable now than before in terms of I'm not in a hurry. Like whichever adventure comes my way, I'm willing to take if I want to take it. If not, like you said, I feel like I have accomplished what I wanted. But life is so boring without dreams, and this is why I started to purchase a new dream with the masters and everything, all the work I'm doing in Egypt right now. So my dream is to help as many women to be successful entrepreneurs as I can. and just to have more, more growing more in all aspects, as a mom, as an entrepreneur, as a photographer, as everything. You know, I've never separated my motherhood or me being a mom from me being working as a photographer or as a marketeer or as anything. They come together. Like they are, both are very important parts of my life. So I want to grow as a mom and develop as a mom, but I also want to develop as a human being, serving society in whatever ways they can. Yeah.
And you said now Egypt, which surprises me because this is new, I guess. I know you, huh?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Egypt, because it's where I come from. It's where I feel more comfortable. It's my networking. And I wanted to start doing this helping in marketing consultancy, because it's also Egypt is facing a lot of economic difficulties, especially for entrepreneurs or self-employed people. So if I can help, whether it's doing some consultancy or just even showing them the way, and this is something in my hands, this is something I can do from living in Switzerland, I would love to do so. So I started again in Egypt. Why not? It's a big world. It's a one world. Yeah.
And how come that you decided to work with women?
It came as the cosmetic company I started to work with was actually an opportunity offered to me by the friend who is the owner of the company. And then once we started to see the progress, people also around her asked for the same service. I'm trying to take it slowly, but yeah, this is how it started, and I always feel more comfortable working with women, and most of my clients, even in photography, are women. So yeah, I think you attract who you are, like or something. Yeah, yeah.
And how many female entrepreneur in Egypt have you met already, and you're inspired by as well?
Yeah, so I met not so many, because we meet online. So I'm planning a trip that will last for 4 weeks, maybe during summertime, where I'm gonna meet really, like a lot of them. I started also like an entrepreneur group, Arab women group, on Facebook, so I can connect with as many entrepreneurs as possible. But right now, I have maybe less even than 5, but I'm taking it very slow, and I'm really comfortable where I am. Yeah.
So beautiful. And what would you recommend to our listeners who would like to maybe start something new, or who would pivot as you did from pharmacy to photography? What would you recommend?
Well, believe in yourself, and actually at the start you never believe in yourself, but just try to believe people around you who tells you that you can do it. And nobody's always up. There is a lot of down when you're doing your own business, but try to embrace the journey. It's not about where you want to go, it's about enjoying every step of the way. And it's about learning. I still invest and spend a lot on developing myself. And I think this is very important. And this is maybe sometimes the missing link. So you need to invest in yourself, and you need to believe in yourself, and you need to actually be satisfied with where you are, so you can go to where you want to be.
Beautifully said. And what are the tiny steps you would recommend to do? What has helped you the most to get this self-confidence?
Having friends like you.
Oh.
Really having supportive friends. This is really important. but also to define what you really want to do in terms of like what service you want to provide or what product, and then start step by step. The problem is once you started, there will be so many good ideas that comes your way. Don't start it. Just focus on one thing. It took me 7 years of focusing only on photography just to reach a good level where I said, okay, now I'm ready for my new adventure. But I have always been a marketeer, but I didn't start until I felt ready in my current situation to start a new something. And this is what I see with a lot of people, especially young people, that they have so many good ideas. Like there's a lot of stuff that they can do and they know how to do so many skills, but then they start everything at the same time and everything is just, like below average. So yeah, I would definitely stay focused. Yeah.
And do you think there's a difference between Egypt and Switzerland regarding female or entrepreneurs or a mindset? Or do you feel the same when you are in Egypt as you are when you are in Switzerland?
Well, women are women. We are drama queens everywhere. It's definitely different culture, absolutely different culture. But human beings are human beings. In terms of entrepreneurs, I find actually Egyptians are more risk takers than the Swiss. Of course, everything here takes its time. The base in Egypt is just, fast, very fast compared to Switzerland. One more thing, in terms of like marketing and stuff, it's the ability of Egyptians to connect through social media is much higher than the Swiss community, which because the Swiss community also like have like a lot, they want to keep their privacy and everything. So as a marketeer working mainly with social media, so when I put something or when I work with an Egyptian company, usually just you put some effort and then the response is very high. But if I'm working for my own project here in Switzerland, it takes longer and more effort, I would say.
Very interesting, huh?
Yeah, it is.
And what would be one last word for our listeners to encourage them or to whatever you would like to share?
Just mainly for women, I would say, just hang on there. For mothers, it's okay. Embrace the journey. Don't look at your kids as the obstacle to fulfill your dreams. Just use them as your motive to do something. And you can definitely be a mom and a successful businesswoman or employee or whatever. Just take it easy and breathe. Don't forget to breathe. That's it.
Thank you so much, Reham.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear listener, for spending your time with us and not giving up searching for answers to your questions. And in case you feel worthless and nobody seems to like you, I tell you, or we tell you, you are awesome, you're loving, and you matter. And please don't stop telling yourself these sentences hundreds and hundreds of times to get them in your system. Have an amazing day and talk to you next week.